Yes, please. Yep.
Those who empower the other people.
Agree? Disagree? Anybody in the audience? Those who empower others is first answer.
Someone who can inspire.
Someone who can inspire. Any other different ideas?
People who show you how to act by doing it.
Best role models are the best leaders who show themselves how do you do the work. Are the best leaders. Anyways, we can have different ideas, but I align to our first answer. Next generation, if you have to be a great leader, you need to learn to empower more great leaders. This evening, we have other guest speaker with us. They're none other than Clara and Adrian from Spain, and they'll be talking to us about power of coaching, power of building more leaders so they can be the moments where everyone would be leading their own passion and try to create a better world. If we want to create a better world, we need to find these passionate leaders and then empower them to create their own vision and the reality of better future. Let's welcome none other than Clara and Adrian with their delivery on power of coaching and making more great leaders. Welcome.
Who here wants to be a public speaker? Give seminars, conferences, talks, lead masses or audiences through your message. Teach people, provide value. Can I have their hands up, please? I just want to see how many of you. Okay, I think that was an easy question for this audience, wasn't it? My name is Clara Pascual.
I am Adrian Bernabéu.
And we are two passionate coaches that help people in gaining confidence. For example, when they want to stand in a stage and give a message to other people, provide value to other people.
I want to say something. I spoke a lot of times in a stage, but this is my first time in English. I feel quite strange. Some of you maybe think that that's crazy, how you go here, or you come here on the stage with not perfect English. Maybe I have less cojones than you, but this is a challenge for me. This is to cross a line for me, to break through different way to do the things. And if I say something wrong, if I have some mistakes, it's because of this. So, continue with this.
Mm-hmm. So again, let me ask you the same question. Do you want to ask the next question, Adrian, please?
So, some of you, or better, who here wants to speak in public and say something important, but maybe you don't feel comfortable on a stage?
Exactly. So who here wants to? Yeah.
Someone that don't used to do it. Someone that want to say something, that want to speak in public, but don't used to do it and don't feel really comfortable here. Okay. Come with us. Yeah. Come to the stage.
Okay.
Oh, it's time to show. Okay, you.
The second girl.
The second girl.
You.
The glasses.
Yeah, come on. No?
Okay, no problem.
Perfect.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Right. Yeah.
So what's your name?
Jorge.
Jorge. And do you want to be a public speaker and live through that personally and professionally?
Yes, I want to be the Ronaldo of the speakers.
Great. Perfect. And now, let me ask you, do you feel that you need to learn more, you need to be more prepared, you need to be more ready in order to do that?
I need to practice and I need to learn some things with Emma. And then the rest, it's easy.
Okay. So you still think that you have a long way or a way to learn more things in order to be prepared to speak in public?
I think I have my way, but I hope that it's not so long. It will be fast.
Okay, what is your topic, Jorge? George or Jorge?
George, my topic of conversation?
The topic you want to share in a public, inspire, give value to others.
Well, now I'm preparing something about numbers. Because people are numbers, and there are good numbers and bad numbers.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And how comfortable do you feel to share that message already in front of an audience?
Very comfortable. Just a little nervous, but I don't, about the posture I don't know, but just to control some of my nerves. The rest, it's fine, I think.
So you say that you feel very comfortable, and are you doing it already? Are you living through public speaking, sharing your topic about numbers?
No, this is the first time you...
So why you are not doing it yet?
Because I'm learning, I'm going to start, I'm learning how to start in these things.
Okay, so you think you need to learn more, right?
Yes, yes.
Great.
That's why I came here to learn.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Jorge. So we have a line. No, you can stay with us, Jorge. We want to show something to all of you, but also to you, Jorge. So we have, Adrian has just drawn a line, a horizontal line, and it is divided between 0 and 10. And there is actually, you can maybe put even the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it is more clear. So this line represents from 0 to 10. In any topic, we have 0 at someone in the topic that knows nothing about that topic. And 10, someone who is an expert in that topic. So now let me ask you, Jorge, from 0 to 10, about that topic that you want to share in front of an audience, and possibly live through that professionally as well. Where do you consider yourself as an expert? Or, I mean, in that expertise, in that topic, in what number could you put yourself?
Well, now I'm the 10 and all the others are the 0 because nobody knows about it.
Wow, let's give you an applause, please.
I know.
He created it.
If you
Wow.
want to learn, you have to
This
pay
is
attention.
And if you want to learn about it, you have to pay attention on me.
This is the best example, I think, that we could have as someone coming to the States. That's great. Jorge, thank you. Why are we talking about this? Because now you consider yourself in a 10. But now let me ask you, Jorge. So, if you are so sure and comfortable that you are in a 10 of that expertise, and you can already help so many people who know nothing about it, or at least less, what are you waiting for?
No, just I need to be prepared to pass the message on the best way. Just that, okay? But I know that sometimes people don't know how nervous we are, or if we know about a lot of the subject, because sometimes we can, we think that people knows more or knows something that we are transmitting. So I have to be confident to transmit that what I have, they have to focus to learn.
You know someone that do something similar like you, and he communicate perfectly?
No. This can
Similar. Similar of your topic.
No, because this came because my ex-girlfriend was fired, and she's going to be fired for other reasons. But they were preparing, the company was preparing low numbers for her, okay, to show them that she had low numbers and they are going to fire her, but they are going to fire for other reasons. And I prepared her to say, no, your numbers are good. They are small, but they are with quality, you know, because people can do 1,000 and with 900 people claiming that, well, you can do 1,000 things, right? But 900, they give problems. Or you can give 500 and without any problems. So those are quality numbers. And that's what I want to share with the companies, okay? Because they only look for the numbers, and people, each one of you makes the numbers. And then depends on you to do good numbers or bad numbers. But we need to prepare the companies to have employers to do good numbers.
Well, congratulations, you just shared a little bit of your topic, of your expertise from the companies. Thank you very much, Jorge. Thank you very much. I think... Okay. You can sing?
Can I sing again?
Maybe. Let's see, we have some time. Okay, so that was a great example because in this case, in George's case, he's not that afraid of not knowing enough or not being prepared of that topic, but he's more into, I just want to be more confident in order to share that message. We could also relate this to that part of the confidence. And in this topic, in this talk that we are delivering, Adrian and I, we wanted to focus about a specific thing. And that thing is when we are all public speakers and we all want to share a message and we all want to inspire people. But sometimes we feel that, oh, I still need to read many more books. I still need to go to this course. I still need this certification. And then I'll be able to do it. I'll be prepared. I'll be ready. And this line is actually showing, for example, let's take Adrian's case. Adrian, do you want to share your case?
For example, I feel comfortable speaking on a stage, but not in English, how I say it. Probably I put myself in a 6, for example. I feel here, doing what I do now. And what we say about this metric or thing that we are doing is that I have more people that I can help than people
That are more expert or know more than you.
More expert, more expert than me.
Yeah.
So, but also we have not, if we are in the 5, we have not the same people in one part than another one, because it's not a line, it's exponential. What means that?
So let me before,
Yeah.
I want them to think about themselves.
Yeah,
Just before you do that, let them think about themselves. Maybe you have had any moment that you want to do something and you are like, I need 2 more months, as Alexander was saying the other day, yesterday, at the beginning. He was saying, there are some people that want to create class, but they need to wait for, yes, I'll do it in 2 months and a half. Or today, Angel was also talking about it. Was also saying, I just need to be more prepared. I need to do more things before doing it. So we want you to think about you, about yourselves. Let's think if you have that thought about something, no, I still need to learn more. I still need to be more prepared. In that topic, whatever it is, in what number do you consider yourself? Being 0, someone who knows nothing about the topic, and 10, someone who is an expert or a reference. In what number do you consider yourself? Adrian was saying he considers himself in a 6. So what does that mean? In his topic, he considers himself in a 6. In your topic, in what number do you consider yourself? And now think, okay, so who can I help already? And what happens if you're in a 2? If you're in 1, you still have some people that you could still help. Because let me tell you something, there is people in any topic, there is people who knows about the topic, who knows about it, but you will find a huge amount of people who knows nothing about it. So it actually goes like this. It is exponential. When we get closer to 0, we found that there is more people who knows nothing about your topic, and sometimes we are so inside the topic that we don't realize about it. For example, let's say that you like coaching. Your topic is coaching. You go to events, to coaching events. You hang out with coaches. You just read books of coaching. So all your world starts to be coaching. And then you learn things, and then you're like, oof, but this is so normal. Everyone knows about it. So how can I share that? Everyone knows about it. But it's because you're so into that environment that you don't go as an observer and say, oh, actually there's people who know nothing about it, who haven't ever heard about this. So what you need to do is to find who are those people who know nothing or know less than you, and you can already help, you can already teach, you can already give value to.
And when you feel this, when you feel that you are not available or you are not ready to do it, how it's called it?
Exactly. So why are we sharing this? You mean already the pattern? Yeah. So why are we sharing this? It is actually something very common that happens to the human being. And it is called the imposter syndrome. You might know about this, Emma. And maybe a few of you already also. The imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern that a human being has when he or she feels afraid of being exposed as a fraud, as someone who doesn't deserve to be where he or she is, in the position that he or she is. So our question for you is, if you want to be a public speaker, if you want to be already living through that professionally as well, not only personally but professionally, and lead masses, audiences through your message, why you're not doing it this? Why you are not doing it? Maybe it's because you're having the imposter syndrome. And we are not saying, okay, then stop learning, you have already enough learning, and you can already teach people or give value. We are saying, yes, of course, you will have a way to keep learning. But in the meantime, you can already find people that you can already help. The problem is when you get paralyzed because of the imposter syndrome. And actually, we chose this topic because we had the example here.
In my case, for example, they can write his limit belief or whatever. They can write what
Ask them to do it.
you can write there or whatever, or in your mind. What is your limit belief? What is your why do you think? What is your imposter syndrome? Why do you not do it yet? Why you feel that you are not ready to do it? Just thinking that. This is mine.
It says, I'm not ready to speak in public in English. And it was, I think Adrian can share this.
But in the instant that you are doing, you can do it. In the instant that you do it, you break through this belief. You are available to do it. Instead of you think that you are not ready. When you do it, that's it. You are ready. Now I'm ready to do it. Maybe not in my perfect version, but in a 6. It's okay. Next time would be better.
And it was great to when I asked Adrian, let's do this together, it can be more fun, an experience, a new experience, public speaking together, he said to me this. I'm not ready to speak in public in English. It's my first time. He has done it so many times in Spanish, by the way, but not in English. And he was, I'm not ready to speak in public in English. And then we were thinking, because actually he was saying that, but he wanted. He was like, as a coach, no? Like he knows that he has to do what he fears. So he was like, I'm not ready, but I want to do it. So then we will start talking. Okay, what can we talk about? Of course, bearing in mind who is going to be the audience, what is the topic, people who like communication, public speaking. And it was great because we had it. Like, with his example, with that answer, we already came to the topic. Okay, we can actually talk about this and exemplify it with your case. It is what is happening to you, and that is the best example that you can give to the audience talking about this.
So thank you to invite me to come here. And I am doing this, so thank you.
Thank you for coming and joining me. So, as I was saying, well, Adrian was doing what he was fearing, he was afraid of. And, you know, he could just postpone it and say, you know, I need to learn more English, and then I'll do it with you. And that is when you have a car. Who here has a car? Who here has a car? Oh, not so many people. Really? Okay, good. Half of the audience have a car. That's wonderful. I don't feel that weird because I don't have it. So I feel better now. Okay.
Better for the change, climatic change now.
Yeah, climate change, yeah. So, when you are driving a car, okay, for those of you who don't have it, imagine, I guess we all know how a car works. So when we are driving a car and there is a pilot light shining with a light, it is telling you something is not really right. We need maybe to put more petrol, or we need to go to the mechanic and repair the car. Now let me ask you, if you have the car and you have that pilot light shining, it makes you feel a bit afraid, right? At the beginning it's like, oh. And what do? Okay, let me just wait 2 more months and then I'll take care of it. Or the next day you actually go and say, okay, I need to put more petrol, let me go now. Or if something is broken, okay, let me go to the mechanic, I need to repair it. So that pilot light was this sentence of Adrian, I'm not ready to speak in public in English. And what he did.
When you feel this sign, this fear in your body, you know exactly what to do it. You know what is your guide, what is your compass, what is your way to go. It's like a Sherpa. You know what is a Sherpa? It's, yeah, in Nepal.
It's not the cheese. It could be the cheese, but not the cheese.
Yeah, there are some local people in Nepal that guide you how to go to the top of the hill. And they know a lot about the ways, about the rocks, about the animals, or everything you can find on the way. And this is your fear, your Sherpa. You follow the Sherpa, and he brings you here, like me, to the stage, speaking in English. And every time you do it, you go bigger and bigger, and you feel better and more available to do everything in your life. You feel comfortable. You feel that you grow up. So just follow your fear. It's simple.
So our takeaways for you, if you want to do something and you are not doing it yet, reflect if you are having the imposter syndrome. And if you do have it, think about this line. Position yourself, which by the way, also let me include that in the number that you position yourself, maybe it's not the right one, maybe it's just under your filters, under a low self-esteem maybe, and maybe you know more than what you think you know. Maybe you know more than what you think you know. But okay, let's take it as, you consider it a 6, okay. So then, what is the people that you can already help? You just need to find them. Keep learning, of course, to go to a 10 if you want, if that is what you want. But you can already help people. You just need to find them. You don't need to be paralyzed and wait more to be ready. And another takeaway is if you have this pilot light shining about something, think about that car. You don't wait for 2 months to go and bring the car to the mechanic. You go on the next day, because that is a compass. It is telling you there is something to do there, as Adrian did. And we know that sometimes to do that, to follow that compass, to do what we are afraid, it is not always easy. And sometimes it can have a high price.
But what is the price of not doing it?
Thank you.